both had pretty rough round one seeds where there's a lot going on that was bad in those seeds. And there's our free blue candle. Gotta enjoy it while it lasts in the Swiss rounds.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually quite a good start screen because I have easy access to 3 of the 5 Armos locations.
You know, it's not bad unless you start dying a lot, and then it takes a while if there's no any roads or some sort of recorder you can use. But the Armos location is pretty good, and it's a bow.
Well, there's 1/3 of the required items, well, supposedly 1/3 of them already in the runner's possession.
Yeah, I imagine once they get money and find an arrow shop, that's going to be a very high priority. And yeah, Lionel's doing Lionel things.
And with Darknuts on the Overworld, that means we are going to have Gorillas, Wizrobes, and Moblins in the dungeons, so getting bombs on the Overworld might actually be pretty difficult.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kill some blue Octoroks if you want some bombs here. So far, they are mirroring each other pretty well. And we find level 1. That is a nice level to find.
Absolutely. We have a red candle on the coast.
Another weapon, but you kind of need a ladder for it. Oh, left into land molas. Always a rough one.
The seed is not starting off on the friendliest note.
Darkfall's just double checking. There's no staircase there, right? No. It's just that room.
Pretty sure that would be the cruelest joke Fred the Creator could play, is to turn random tiles into stairs.
Just don't give them ideas. We don't need that.
I'm good at giving people really bad ideas, though.
Alright, first key, which that's a good thing to find in level 1. Catastrophe also double checking. That's not a stair, right? No, it's not.
Good old Aquamentus room, and looks like they're blocked by bombs.
Yeah, it's a bomb block, and they've already killed enemies, so their global is off from 1. You're gonna have to wait until 6 to hope for a bomb drop on the overworld.
They may be wanting to see a bomb shop really soon.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna need some money first. We haven't seen any of that this seed. I mean, other than like 1 rupee over there. Those Lionels do not want to let Darkfalls up. No, just not at all.
Now, the other option they have for a weapon is actually the arrows.
That's assuming the arrow shop is not the rare shop under a power bracelet spot.
Minor details.
I'm sure it'll be like the most common shop. 100 rupees. Oh, nice for Catastrophe. Gets the bombs.
So, I'm curious to see if Catastrophe is going to opt to go ahead and go back to 1, or if he's going to try to clear overworld spots with those bombs.
That is a good question. I would be inclined to save and maybe go into 1 and see what's going on in there. Maybe. It's hard to say. You kind of want arrows before you really go into dungeons if you can at all help it. Level 6 for Darkfalls.
That is not the worst place for that to be either, because that is pretty close to start if they find that they are combat blocked.
Or bomb blocked.
I imagine Darkfalls is going to be looking for a stair that takes him around that Dodongo room.
Catastrophe finds the arrow store on the overworld, but it's a bit pricey right now. And
also finds the any roads.
Dark Falls finds a staircase in 6 with a red ring. Very nice.
I think, yeah, he's going to bounce, which absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all. He'll come back with a weapon to actually find the Triforce.
Looks like our any roads are going to take us in the northeast, over near Death Mountain, near Start, and by a lake.
You know, those any roads aren't bad. I mean, you kind of got one over in the Grave Death Mountain area. The other one's kind of close to Start, so it's not bad.
Now, and given that the any road near the Grave is right in that central portion of Death Mountain, that's probably one of the best places for it to be.
Yeah, the only thing would have been better is if it had actually been like one street north, so you wouldn't have to spend a bomb.
True. You see a level 3 over near Start.
I think Catastrophe is gonna go on in, cheat some doors.
Well, as we know, doors are suggestions. Sometimes.
Yeah, if you can cheat a door, that's what you want to do. He knows what the Triforce is, but... Oh, hello.
You might need to open that wall to the right.
Yeah, that's definitely what you should try to do. It will open. There's a Triforce in there, there's no room that it wouldn't open the bomb wall there.
The only way a bomb wall or a wall is not going to open in level 3 is if the old man is there, or if the corridor staircase is there.
Or Zelda's room.
I've seen that a couple times in level 3. That is something that can throw you off more easily than many would like to admit.
Yeah, I've seen Zelda's room in 3 way too often. Catastrophe has a key door and a horrible shutter door blocked by 50 million likes. Grabs Triforce, might come back later with a weapon.
Or potentially even just some more keys.
Yeah, because there was a way right. I wouldn't be surprised to see a level 1 play. No, he's gonna head up. Maybe bomb some stuff.
It's very possible. Dark Falls currently has the health advantage at 4 hearts.
Yeah, 4 hearts plus red ring, he's basically got all the health he needs.
Yeah, you can go quite a ways just with red ring alone, even if you didn't have any extra hearts.
No, you don't have 91 yet, Catastrophe. Wishful thinking.
The attempt was made.
The issue with Dark Falls right now is he hasn't gotten that bomb drop. It's kind of limiting his exploration. He does find 3, though.
What I would be interested to see is if he opts to go ahead and spend the key to go into one of these rooms of 3 in hopes of a floor drop of bombs.
Yeah, that could happen. Let's see what happens.
Catastrophe gets a 30 secret, probably gonna immediately go buy those arrows.
Oh yeah. I mean, you kind of want your money for hints, but having a repeatable weapon at this point, although he's gonna need probably a little more money than 12 rupees to be totally effective, but still, it's such a huge advantage to have some sort of usable weapon here.
Absolutely. And something else that I'd like to see once Dark Falls get some bombs and Catastrophe start doing is start building his count up to be able to force some bombs to keep his bombs constantly in stock.
Oh, Lionel's doing Lionel things.
I will insert my surprise here.
Yeah. They are the masters of the overworld. Although the blue dark nuts, they don't want to be denied either. Level 2 for Dark Falls, yeah.
This could be really good for him, as level 2 tends to have a lot of things just sitting on the floor.
Like $5.
Yeah, $5 is $5. He's seen an arrow shop. Any amount of money is going to help him.
And if you see a room full of Stalfos, you're kind of thinking, man, I wish I had arrows.
Yup. I would not be surprised if he opts to spend his key on one of these doors at some point.
Catastrophe is preserving the rupees so far, which that's a good play, because it could run out quick, but, you know, getting fivers is nice. Power bracelet.
Could be required. Doesn't necessarily need to be.
I mean, if you're going to get a power bracelet, you kind of want to get it early just so you can route those spots in. There is a line of 3 key doors here in one.
It's time to play 3-Door Monty.
Pick a door, pick a door. You know one room has a Triforce, but you go in middle. Alright. Doesn't matter, you could have gone to any of them, it looks like.
And apparently we missed Dark Falls picking up some bombs.
Oh, nice. And he's back into 1. The main difference is he does not have the arrows yet.
But on the other hand, he does have the red ring. So if there's something like a blue danger noodle room that you have to enter from the left again, which is kind of impossible at this point.
Oh dear, key doors after key doors.
You kind of have to wonder if the runners see this many key doors, does a key purchase start to become a consideration?
Yeah. You're at least being blocked by 1 item. Not sure what Catastrophe was doing there, but gets Triforce. Gonna have to come back later.
Also, hi, Wizrobes.
Yeah, Wizrobes and dungeons. Everyone's favorite in Swordless.
I'm gonna go on the record and say they're not as bad as everyone says they are, unless you're shuttered in with them.
Well, you're speaking from a little bit of experience there.
Yes. Not gonna lie, I'm a little biased. I'd still rather them be on the overworld, but...
You know, I don't mind Wizrobes on the overworld. Now, the sporadic spawning orange ones do kind of annoy me. That can get to me.
Which is absolutely understandable, as they are just terrible.
Catastrophe increasing some hearts, finding some overworld stuff. Dark Falls has this one room he hasn't looked at. It's gonna tell him, you know that level you found? It's right there.
We have a bomb upgrade by a lake. So that could be in one of, like, I don't know, 15 locations? Not including the ones I've already checked? Or right here?
Or right there, yeah. It's right there. I think you just summoned that spot to be right there with that comment.
Well, when Dark Falls makes his way over there, that's going to be huge for him, as that will put him up to 10 bombs with no real, what's the word? Effort.
Yeah. Having that bomb upgrade be also a bomb refill is very nice.
What I think will be interesting is if he decides to take those bombs back to 2, or 5 if he decides to bomb that spot.
The vanilla starting area is just packed with dungeons.
Dungeon
and these
percent
dungeons have key doors.
I would not at all be surprised to see a key purchase relatively soon.
And that key is actually really cheap, 68 for a key. That's not bad at all. I'd like to see a large secret, though, just before we figure out what's going on with the money this seed.
Like that?
Yeah, like that one. That was a good one.
I'm pretty sure Dark Falls is going to go buy his bombs. Or bombs. Arrows.
Yeah, as soon as he checks this spot, he'll find the arrow store, which is very good timing since he just got the money for it.
A little surprised to see that Catastrophe didn't opt to go for the Kanana key with the arrows, except he now has 2 keys.
Hi, Dig Dogger in a dark room, so you don't matter.
Hi, a ladder block in a dark room, you might matter.
Decides to burn a key, gets a key, so same difference. Just have to get past some Dodongos, having some fun.
The Dodongo would make a terrible roommate. He's really good at walking through walls.
That, and he's gonna have to be careful when he bombs this south wall. Doesn't want a Dodongo to eat the bomb, because that would be annoying.
Kinda surprised we didn't see a candle boost at all.
Oh, maybe I'm off on the map. Yeah, he's not above that one room yet, so bombing south would not make sense. Bombing west, sure. Boomerang.
I see he's picking up the correct banana.
I would say at any point, any boomerang is a correct boomerang at this stage of the game.
Exactly. Especially without the wand, it will give him the ability to clump enemies together.
See how much he pursues the Triforce here. Can't go that way, so those 2 rooms up there are potentially blocked by that river.
You can go this way, and Dark is about to come across the good news. Catastrophe comes across the news that Dark already knows that Goma has the red ring. I can't speak dungeons.
Yeah, that place. He hasn't found 6, though. He just never walked onto that screen.
You know, I think if the moblins are clumped up like that, it might be worth it to spend a bomb just because you're going to get so many of them. There's a decent chance you'll get a drop.
Yeah, not a bad choice to risk it a little bit. But, you know, either way.
Yeah, it's... Also, fun fact, because of the dark room lighting up, anything that requires 3 HP, as we just saw on Catastrophe side, will not die to a candle fire in a dark room.
Hey, compass you can't reach. And do you really want to spend, like, your last 2 rupees shooting those guys? Probably not. Maybe.
The answer seems to be yes. It's a fairy for his efforts.
Dark Falls, no power bracelet, can't check that spot. Catastrophe is spending a key to get this compass. Gotta find out where that Triforce is. It's in the next room.
This is a good sign. Oh! He's gonna have to spend another key.
It does look that way. Unless he's trying to loop a long way around. Gonna cost a bomb. Nope, old man probably.
You know, I just saw that we have Pole's Voice in Dungeons. That's gonna make that arrow purchase even better. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Thanks,
Is he
game.
gonna give up Is he gonna give up the max bomb? He is!
Just to save the time. You know?
I mean, he did pick up
Sure.
the white sword upgrade. So it's not like he still has a net positive bomb count.
It just kind of really sucks that that happened to be right there.
Indeed. And now he's in level 2. If
We
he
didn't
finds
get
the
to
ladder
see too
right
much
away,
of this. That would just be kind of rude. But on the other hand, ladder gets you red candle, so
this is true, and that is a fully permanent weapon.
hi, Wizrobe 2.
You know, I like this choice from Darkfalls to go ahead and dig out the item in 3.
Yeah, why not? Oh, that's a room where you're like, I wish I had arrows. Money!
He does now.
That was actually really nice.
Oh yeah. And that looks like an any key on the floor in level 2.
Oh, wow. Well,
So we find
that
the
solves
item
that
in
problem.
3. Hey, this is what is in 3? Oh baby!
now there's a thing.
I imagine Darkfalls is going to book it straight back to 2, just because it's right here. And he knows where it is, vice 5, which he doesn't. Or
Yeah,
not.
he's gonna go get that red candle first.
Also
so
a
he
good
can stop
choice.
spending money.
Speaking of spending money, it's a
So
pretty
if you're in
reasonably
Catastrophe, do you go back to 1 to get the other item?
I think you do. It's close to start. It's, as we're going to see from Darkfalls, hopefully a relatively quick check. The big thing is he doesn't have the ladder, which may affect his decision-making in that he wants to get that before he goes back to the coast to get the red candle.
This is true. And there's still a lot more overworld to be explored. I mean, we have found a lot of the early dungeons that you kind of want to find.
Ooh, a key in the room with the land molas. That actually is going to help Darkfalls a lot, as he'll now be able to get through some of those key doors that he couldn't before.
And this move makes a lot of sense for Dark Falls, because he still had 2 items available in here. He never got the power bracelet.
And for all we know, something really helpful like the silvers could be in here. Or a book.
You know, or a blue boomerang.
I mean, Darkfalls has not picked up the regular boomerang yet, so it wouldn't be a bad item to see. Speaking of the item,
What do we got? What do we got? Ha!
also picking up the correct boomerang.
Yep, first one you find.
Exactly.
Catastrophe does have 4 Triforces at this moment. And with the any key, you gotta be feeling good.
However, well, yes, he does have the Eddie key, and knowing how key blocked 1 is, it's definitely a good sign. He may be concerned about his lack of ladder because of that red candle on the coast.
The old man wants to show you his Pokemons, but he cannot afford them.
Looks like Darkfalls is going to try to clear this room out. Gonna have to... Gonna go for the spawn manipulation to see if he can get that blue Wizrobe gone.
Yeah, you don't want to spend the bombs to kill a blue Wizrobe, and, well, arrows to kill like, which is better, I suppose. He unfortunately is left behind the one room with the power bracelet, which he does have access to.
He'll be back there soon enough, though. One is not necessarily a large...
Yeah, I mean, even with the red ring, this room's just unpleasant. You gotta worry about the like-likes getting you, the turrets are just firing constantly, whittling you down.
Death by 1,000 cuts?
Pretty much. I mean, it's gonna take pretty much 1,000 to wear down his health, but... the turrets never stop.
This is true. Catastrophe checks the best grade on the overworld and only gets 7 rupees for his troubles.
And Dark Falls gets nothing for his troubles in that room.
Nor is he going to get anything in this room.
He might get something.
I thought only one of these rooms in level 1 was a drop room.
Well, he got $5.
Oh, that counts. Catastrophe is now checking the Deadwoods.
Another level. Level 8. Big level.
So, according to the lovely map, looks like we're missing level 4 and level 7.
And 9. I guess that's kind of important too.
Minor details, we can get that later.
It isn't a priority at all, but knowing where it is pretty nice.
I think the more important part would be knowing if it's blocked.
There's a decent chance in one of these levels we'll get a hint saying where 9 is. Dark Falls is now retracing his steps, trying to figure out what room he didn't clear.
He might have forgotten he didn't clear the power bracelet room.
Yeah, I figured.
I manhandle it.
Manhandler doing manhandler things. It's like, oh, you're gonna drop a bomb? I don't care. Let's get faster.
Gonna go for the arrow strats and gets a Triforce for his troubles.
Alright, brings me up to 5. There are 2 items in here, and with Silver's outstanding and Wand, and he doesn't know Ladder's not in there. Wouldn't be surprised to see him pop back in. Yep.
Now, perhaps slightly unfortunately, he did grab the Triforce before leaving the room, so that manhandle is going to be back.
Yeah, he's no problems. As long as he's agreeable. Staircase in 8. Could be a passage, could be an item. 50-50.
Survey says it's an item. Well, there we go.
You know, that's very required, and it's also very forced. Well, as long as you go 1 room past the Triforce, I suppose.
I think given that it's 8, it's a dungeon that you're probably gonna want to check for the items anyway, because it's not that big of a dungeon, all things considered.
Yeah, I would always rather check 8 than 9. 9, oof.
I think the same can be applied to level 7.
Yeah, depending on how deep the Triforce is in 7, kind of influences your decision on, do I want to keep going here or not?
The other thing we have not seen yet is a hard ladder block. The reason that's important is if there are no hard ladder blocks to get into 9, I could see Catastrophe gambling on ladderless.
And Dark Falls did not get trolled by a Dodongo, so that was good, because he had perfect bombs to kill all 3. Hi, River.
And doing pretty well to keep things moving in dungeons without a magic key. And thanks, game. Really appreciate.
Those hints are the best hints. Silvers are pretty nice for Guria's, orange ones. Changes it from 2 shots to 1.
Compass for Darkfalls to tell him where the Triforce is in level 6.
Kind of deep in. We'll see. He only has the 2 keys.
I think given his level of money and the fact that he has to, high meat block, go back to level 2 anyway, which may get him that magic key, I think he'll spend 1.
Yeah, it looks like it. So there's a chance he'll get more in here.
To answer the question in chat, I believe up to 8 enemies can spawn in any given room.
And it's especially fun when it's 8 blue wizards.
Bob and pray. That would be my advice, just bob and pray.
Yeah, there's really not much else you can do. Oh, hi there.
Good thing you're not required.
I mean, I was totally expecting that wall to not open and you have to take the staircase to get the other side, but Death Mountain has 9. Alright.
So now we know we will not be blocked by item out of level 9. Question is, will we be blocked by item out of level 9 through Triforces? Second item in level 8 is going to be the raft.
Could be required. Not especially likely, needing just 4 and 7, but maybe.
So looking at what items we've seen and where they are, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that wand is a 9.
Well, that's awfully kind of you. You don't want to have it deep in 7?
Well, the reason I say 9 and not 7 is 9 has a lot more stairs and a lot more rooms than 7. And not knowing offhand what enemy set each is going to be, I would guess that 9 is a slight bit more likely to be wizards than 7 is. Just because it's 9.
I mean, if you're going for the trollest thing possible, you should say Recorder in 9's blocking the wand in 7.
I like the way you think.
Darkfalls does purchase a key, yeah.
You know, I don't think this is a bad choice, because he doesn't know that the magic key's in 2.
Yeah, magic key might be something you never find, but he does find 2 keys.
I mean, if he gets wand and goes to 8, he's just going to get the Triforce and go at it too. He's already got red ring, so his defense is covered. Hello, cheap bombs.
That is always a welcome sight. The location could use some work, though.
Are you going to pay for his relocation costs?
No.
Yeah, I'm not either.
They're taking very different paths on the overworld here, so we should be able to find 4 and 7 pretty quickly, I would say, if it's not blocked.
But Alright. Cat is now going back to start. I think he's going to go check that raft spot. Maybe level 1 and definitely the raft spot.
Does look like it. He wanted to save his money, it looks like. He does know where some hints are, but at this point, do you really want to buy the hints? Maybe.
So here's the interesting side of things. I would say at the moment, Catastrophe still has the combat advantage as long as he has money.
Yeah, yeah.
If, however, at any point money becomes a concern, the combat advantage goes to Dark Falls having the red candle. And he's already seen one mugger room that he had to pay a bomb to get through.
That is true. I mean, the difference between 10 and 9 bombs isn't too much, but we haven't seen if there's going to be some sort of horrible wizrobe stuff required in one of the other dungeons we haven't seen yet.
Not to mention that if we have to go through more mugger rooms, that number's just going to go back down to its vanilla value.
Yeah, the bunker wanted bombs or a decent amount of money. I don't think Catastrophe can even afford what it was asking for right now. Dark Falls could.
It was at 48.
Catastrophe's going to be very happy if he goes back to 3.
But I don't even think he will, because he's done everything on that side of Hyrule at this point. He doesn't have a reason to go back to 3 unless he's ladder or item blocked.
He might be hoping for a wand. He's missing wand and ladder, so 3 is probably better to dig. 4 has ladder blocks quite often. Then again, it also sometimes just has ladder because the game likes to laugh at you, but
7 exists.
7 exists, yeah.
That is the best way to sum that level up. And looking at our overworld, it's either going to be Death Mountain or an item block for 4 and 7.
That is a very timely bomb store down there. I like that guy's location.
He gets the also a seal of approval.
Sure. I know Theorwolf would be like, oh, you want to put a bomb star on a screen that I just spent 3 bombs? Sure. Darkfall now has basically infinite health.
And he is heading to level 8. This is or the direction of level 8, rather. This is a good sign.
Yeah, as long as he goes a couple rooms in, and without wand and silvers, and possibly needing a recorder, which probably unlikely, but you never know. You would imagine he'd at least go in for 1 item.
You know, I think he might actually just opt to go back to 2. Speaking of 2. Catastrophe went into 2, probably thinking it was something else.
He might have forgotten where 3 was. Or he's buying hints, that makes sense.
Yep. Old news. Wanda's in 4.
Well.
And old news.
So 4's kind of important. Kind of want to find 4.
Question is, where is it?
That is a good question.
Recorder Lake was
Probably
quarter
Death
and
Mountain? Maybe. I mean, there's still a possibility of a Dig Dogger block in 4 with a recorder in 9.
Now, there is one other thing that Catastrophe may be thinking about. He knows where Wand is. He's got bow and silvers. He could also opt to gamble on ladder in 9, thinking that 3's item is nothing.
Yeah.
And
he
to sell this ladder blocks.
Any ladder blocks, yeah.
Although that lack of red ring is starting to hurt him.
Yeah, he hasn't found 6 yet. He hasn't checked that one screen up there. I'm guessing that's where he's going to go next. I don't think he's checked vanilla White Sword Cave either, so there's like a little pocket up there. Silvers for Dark Falls.
Dark Falls has his silvers. He will dig for the other item, which makes 100% sense.
Yeah, he doesn't know where Wand is.
Nor does he
or
know
he's
where
walking
Cora is.
out.
Preserving his health?
Yeah, looks like it.
I mean, this is not the worst gamble in the world to make. I don't recall if anything important was on the raft spot on the coast, if we've even seen it.
We haven't. So. It's a pretty good play. It's a gamble, but it's gonna work out for him.
And it's a sensible gamble to make, because you found the one item in 8 real quick. You might as well go look for the other dungeons. But they are not there.
Nope. We haven't seen the letter either. That's kind of like one of those little items that exist. Oh, he does have a letter. Missed it.
I don't know if I like this potion.
He doesn't have a red ring, so...
No, I'm fine with the potion purchase. I'm just... The fact that it's great alien mellow juice. That's what I'm referring to.
We don't question what the potion is made of.
It's like the hot dogs you get at the baseball stadiums. So I think I want to see Dark go back into 5 and 2. 1, because he knows he needs to. But also, just to get them out of the way.
That's where the letter was. Just fire an arrow. There you go. Fires are so nice with silvers.
To answer the question in chat of what are they looking for now, Catastrophe is looking for level 4 and his red ring in level 6 that he knows is here. Dark Falls is looking for the wand and the rest of the dungeons.
Yeah, it does look like Dark Falls is going to be heading back to 5 and 2. He's in the area.
There's no time like the present, as they say.
Catastrophe now has infinite health. For all intents and purposes.
Now this is important. If Dark Falls... Never mind, he bought... Oh, wow! He bought the one hint! And he's gonna leave the rest.
Well, sure. What more do you need?
He's also within bomb upgrade purchase territory. So if he opts to go north in level 2, he may get that.
Yeah, I don't think Dark Falls ever found 5 here, because he didn't have bombs. So...
He did not. Now, he does have the ladder, so he won't have to deal with the toll room if he knows how to ladder clip.
Yeah, ladder clipping much better than paying that toll. Does have the money to do it, but...
And also look at his key count.
Yeah, he's doing fine on keys right now.
I don't think the magic key is going to be a concern for him at this point.
You never really know with 9, so... You're never kind of sad to see the magic key, just because 9 can have a lot of key doors sometimes.
Right, but what I'm saying is, I don't necessarily think he's going to go out of his way for it if it's not already in his path.
Well, there's no information that it's there. And I don't think he's going to dig the item into just because he knows where the wand is, and what more do you need, really?
Exactly. Catastrophe now continuing the Great Six Dig. Does not have the compass, though.
Yeah. But he's already cleared out all the bottom. He knows... It's got to be up here somewhere.
I think what we're going to see is... Once the runners get done with their dungeons over in this area, they'll both make a beeline straight for Death Mountain.
Yeah, we know based off a hint that both 9 and 7 are there. 4 is kind of the outstanding question.
Power Bracelet blocked 4 with a Dig Dagger blocked wand?
You never know. It's
Folks,
probably just on Death Mountain.
Folks, if you've never heard me do commentary before, I wish that upon people all the time. Including myself.
Well, those are the fun seeds, right?
Exactly. To answer the question of what Ganon is weak to, because swords have been taken out, Ganon will be weak to the wand.
And the wand does the equivalent of white sword damage, so just 8 smacks and that'll take him down. Dude needs silvers, though. And some sort of bow, since you can't just hand stab him with it.
If only we could do the 1d4 of damage. Although, would silvers do 1d6?
I'll leave that up to you to decide.
Seeing as I'm the DM, 1d3.
And does the enemy also get, like, resistance to him?
Yes. You actually take your attack roll and half it.
Remind me to never play that with you.
It's only these specific arrows, though. Regular other silver-painted arrows are fine.
Oh, I see.
Yes, these are the silver arrows of pig slaying. Anyway.
The great. Getting toward Death Mountain here. Catastrophe has a couple more spots over here to check. You never want to forget the Forgotten spot, just because that spot likes to suddenly have something important when you ignore it.
Forgotten spot is like a Gina's cave in A Link to the Past, except easier to route in.
Oh, goodness. Coast Draft will probably be the last spot checked. It always is. No one likes Coast Draft.
Especially given that Catastrophe doesn't have a ladder to get the red candle, it's a little inefficient to do so.
Yeah.
Darkfall's gonna go for the ladder clip.
Yeah, it's right there.
Or not.
It's gonna be like, you know what? We'll just go this way. Spend a key.
He can't afford the toll, though.
I mean, he does have silvers out, and you're kind of like, that's a lot of silver arrows, but no, off it goes.
Well, he also has red candle as a backup.
Very true.
So it's not as critical of a thing.
And Catastrophe's going back and checking some spots he overlooked, looks like.
Not a bad idea at all. I think we see Darkfalls make a beeline for the compass because he's seen that and then just go straight for Doritos.
Oh, yeah. Especially in a Wizard 2. You're just like, give me that. He's not going to get the any key.
No.
Almost certainly.
6 keys, assuming 7 and 4 are relatively not terrible on keys. Having 6-ish keys going into 9 is not the worst thing in the world.
No. It might change your routing a little after you spend a couple of them, but... any road. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yep. So gotta check the power bracelet spot first.
Well, he's gonna go down here. He has to bomb this anyway.
Yeah, it's effectively on the path. That's not a good rupee count.
Yeah, they got a lot of the door repairs out of the way early, and the money's not terrible, so... Which, while it's annoying to always see door repair after door repair when you're just trying to get a little bit of money in the early game, it pays off in the end.
Absolutely. The only other time you really want to see the door repairs is when you've made your purchases for the seed and you're not really expecting to have to spend a lot more money. Because at that point, they just become a little bit of a nuisance.
Yep.
Rather than
And just like that, we're tied on Triforce count. And they're both going to Death Mountain, it looks like.
Catastrophe will have the slight advantage on exploration just because he's in Death Mountain first, but wait a minute. He's going this way to check Forgotten Spot.
Well, you don't want to forget it. And just kind of get it out of the way.
This is not rewarded for his effort.
No, instant punishment.
What else would it be?
Nice scroll there to get back to where you kind of want to be. Near where you can bomb.
Are we going to see the classic East versus West Death Mountain play?
Dark Falls wins. He finds a place with the wand. But it looks like Catastrophe's going to be following right on his heels. Ooh. This is something here.
Not a Chevy room. Just a milk room.
It's the battle of the ladder and red candle versus any key. Yeah.
Honestly, I think the worst case scenario for Catastrophe right now would be ladder blocked wand, accessible Triforce.
I mean, they both have the hint, so they both know what they have to do here.
But what I'm saying is, if the ladder is blocking only the wand... Nope, never mind. The whole dungeon's ladder blocked.
Well...
Unless the Triforce is in that room to the right. Oh wait, no, that's the entrance. Nope, whole dungeon's ladder blocked. It's probably good news for Catastrophe.
I'm sure he's a bit sad to see it, though.
Yep. Oof. Especially if he opts to dig 7 instead of 3.
Yeah, that would be rough. I mean, he could use the any road to get right back next to 3. If he wants to go that route. But it does look like he's thinking about what to do.
And if you weren't certain you were ladder blocked before...
I appreciate the hint for 3 that had the ladder that was required to read that hint.
I was What is with all these Chevy rooms in 4?
Well,
also, I think that's
4 does level.
Actually, no, wait. That doesn't necessarily need to be because there's one vertical bomb wall in 4 that does not open.
Yeah, 4's not as nice as other dungeons.
Although it is still pretty nice. And there's our spiral. Right below the Triforce to boot.
Oh, I hope for Catastrophe's sake that 7 has an early item. Hello, level 9.
Now, there is... Well, actually, no, we know 7's up here. So, Raft will not be required, so Dark Falls' gamble on 8 is going to turn out to be...
Yeah, definitely the right call. Raft not required. Recorder...
Hi, Patrick.
Probably not required. Wand definitely required.
Well, at this point, if Recorder is required, it's going to be in 7. Because we've seen the items in every other dungeon.
Yep.
Which would put Book and Spare Heart in 9, I think.
Yeah, Book, Spare Heart, and the Recorder are unknowns. Hi, level 7.
I was hoping for the 2-room 7 where you just go in and get the Triforce and leave.
Staircase. I mean, Recorder would not be a bad thing at all to get.
No. With the Yeti mode right next to 2, 3, and 5, you can just whistle and go. And there it is.
Okay, there it is. He knows where the ladder is. I think that's the only dungeon where he hasn't found the item. Is 3.
Darkfall's gonna check East Death Mountain first. Not the worst play in the world.
Yeah, unfortunately, not the correct area to be.
Looks like Catastrophe is gonna try to get this Triforce out of 7 ladderless.
Kinda don't blame him, because then you can record her up here. It is a risk. Because you don't want to go deep into 7, then just end up blocked. But we'll see.
I think it could be described as a calculated risk.
Yeah.
Well, it is deep.
Yeah, it is deep in there. But a compass is always welcome in 7. There's just so many rooms. You kind of want to focus on what you're doing.
However, by the same token of having to get back up here, Darkfalls is only going to have to do come up to Death Mountain once.
Yep. How do you get there is now the question. Bomb south of start?
Magic! Staircase.
It very well could be a magic staircase.
Hi, Goba. Glad to say you're
7.
I don't know if it's just confirmation bias, but 7 seems to have an unusually high number of Gomas.
It does. It also has an unusually high number of solid walls.
Agreed. But here's the magic stair. You know, everybody says they hate 7 because it's 33 rooms for one item. But nobody talks about the lack of bomb walls like we just did.
Yeah, that's the thing about 7, is it can just drain your bomb count. Or, you know, that could just be a Gibdo holding bombs. Hi, buddy.
You, sir, are appreciated. But I need you to die for these bombs. Thank you and good day. Hi, ladder block.
Bomb wall, please.
Agreed. I want to see this open. It does. And he can go into the Triforce room.
He spent a decent amount of keys getting here, too.
That is not an insignificant factor. Oh, no!
Well, you know, sometimes the game just likes to laugh at you.
Wah, wah, wah. That is probably the worst thing that could have been for that Triforce room.
Oh, definitely. I don't see Catastrophe going and getting a red candle, though. He's got like $165 for silvers. There's almost no chance he goes back and gets that at this point.
And he knows the wand is in 4, so as soon as he gets the ladder, he's going to go back in there and get that first, probably.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Until he gets top file, like.
Well, likes do like things.
Guess you could say they like to eat Link. You my boo.
No booing here. It's all boo earns. That's what we got going here. So far, the Wizrobes have been kind of a non-factor this seed. They've just kind of existed in a couple of rooms, but we'll see about 9, though.
I was about to say, 9 will prove to be the dungeon that has all of the Wizrobes.
It probably will, except Ganon will be like 3 north from start with Zelda right above him, so it'll be fine.
Except Zelda right above him will be a magic stair.
I mean, sure, maybe.
But the magic stair is right next to Ganon, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, no feat of strength. Thanks for that timely hint, old man.
I would have liked it if that was under a power bracelet spot.
Did we see the second hint shop?
I don't think so. You know, it's probably the... Yeah. And it probably has the sail over the water to not save the princess hint.
Probably.
No stair for Dark Falls.
Nice effort.
Agreed.
So Dark Falls is given a little time to Catastrophe here to go back and clean up the rest of the seed. He will have to go back into 7. It's a long path.
But Catastrophe does know the path.
Very true.
So, I could see these guys getting into 9 within a couple minutes of each other.
It would not surprise me. 4 isn't bad. It's pretty quick.
And the wand is right next to the Triforce. I don't think him not wanting to spend a bomb here is the wrong move, just from the standpoint of there's a bomb shop literally next door.
And Catastrophe gets the ladder. Saves. Interesting.
I mean, he did have to wrangle that out of a like room, so he probably doesn't want to... What's the word? Risk losing it if he has to retry for some reason.
Trying to figure out if he's going for, like, the, bomb upgrade? Was that around up here? No, he's walking up to this any row. Not sure what he's doing.
You might be looking for a bomb shop. Just going for the any road. Dark Falls ran out of bombs in 7, but fortunately there is a bomb shop right here.
Yeah, and that's very timely. I approve of that bomb shop location too.
Actually, these runners might get into 9 even closer than just a couple minutes. Because Catastrophe is just going to blitz his way through 4 and 7.
Yeah, and by then Dark Falls should have figured out the path. This is going to be it's going to come down to 9.
Alright, so do you gamble left side or right side? Wait. Do you gamble left side or north side of 9?
I mean, I always go up if I can. If I'm not looking for staircases. Staircases changes the whole story, but... Go mode 9, just try to go up.
Alternatively, if it shapes, go right, because nobody does that.
I mean, sometimes he can only go right.
Those are the best 9s, when you have to go right straight into a magic stair to get into 9.
I like go right, then bomb south for the magic stair to get into 9. That's the fun stuff.
Bonus points if it's segmented. Dark Fall's a little low on the health, but he's gonna come out of 9 with... Or 7... Oh! You know, I like this. I approve of this potion.
Good old tea room ladder clip. Trying to line it up.
Is there a potion shop on the way to 9, or is he just going to go in with a blue?
I don't think so. But Catastrophe is going to be out at 4 soon, and then it's just a walk back through that kind of long 7. So he'll be on Dark Falls' heels in 9. But Dark Falls does have a little bit of an edge. Gonna buy some bombs, though. Good call.
Absolutely. He does have... Now, Catastrophe also has the edge of the magic key if it turns out to be a heavily key-blocked 9.
That is the one unknown. How many keys are going to be required in this 9?
Hi, Patra.
So that ladder block in 7 was very unfortunate. Because otherwise they would be extremely close to each other.
Speaking of ladder blocks...
Hi, T-Room. I mean, you're not required to clip in here, but you might want to anyway. We'll see.
Yes, the logic will never force you to do ladder clips or block clips. Which, while we didn't see it in this seed, if you find yourself in a diamond stair room with a Goma, that will not be the bow. Likewise with the Dig Dogger, it will not be the recorder.
Very true.
And, of course, 9 has no openings.
Why would there be? So use a key. Or go left at start. Probably just gonna go and follow the way the game intended.
He did use his blue potion on the Overworld, so he has no potion now.
The immediate Patrick greeting to the left, just to whittle down your health. Very annoying room to have that guy in.
This is not the easiest of 9s to go through at the start. Hi, Patra!
You know, there's gonna be 6 of these guys in here.
That's probably a key that he's happy to see.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna immediately
He's
spend
gonna
it.
go ahead and spend them, yeah.
Hi, Zelda's room.
Instantly punished. Thanks, game.
Catastrophe will be going into 9 himself now.
Gonna spend a bomb rather than deal with that Patra. Shutter Door could, in theory, be the girl, or in his Darkfall's case, Link.
Wait, we're not saving Trogdor?
Nah, Trogdor, you can't trap Trogdor. Trogdor's free.
You can totally trap Trogdor. You just have to have something bigger than Trogdor. Such as Slender Horse.
You may think that you have Trogdor trapped, but no, he's just allowing you to think that.
Although I have to wonder who would win in a fight, the Thunder Horse or Trogdor?
I think the winner is the viewer.
Agreed.
You know, there's a boss you want to find.
Yep. And you get a key for your efforts.
Yeah, this... It could really go either way here. 9 hasn't been too friendly with giving us anything.
He scarred the compass, though. That is a hint that Dark Falls does not have, and here comes the divergence. Hi, Patrick.
Yeah. I think if anything, Dark Falls might be spending more time clearing rooms just hoping for keys. Shutter? Nope.
Opens. Silver to kill the beast lies elsewhere, though.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was in that, one level. Which one was it?
The level everybody loves, 8.
Oh, well.
Hi,
Well,
Ganon.
there's Ganon.
And Dark Falls
Glad you decided to participate. He's actually pretty close. I think he's
yeah.
one room south.
Yeah, they're going to be fighting Ganon simultaneously here.
Oh my goodness, this is going to literally be a race to Zelda's room.
Catastrophe gets him down. Yeah.
Dark Falls will not be far behind.
Just needs Ganon to cooperate here a little bit.
Just drops the stun lock. However, Dark Falls does have a minor advantage in that Catastrophe is going to be looking in rooms that Dark Falls has already checked. So that will even this up.
He gets him down. Very nice.
Both runners have killed the pig. Let's see which way you can bomb out of Ganon's room. You can bomb north.
This is new territory, but...
The compass.
Oh! Get it.
He's gonna go back for that. There's no way he doesn't.
Oh, 100%.
She's nearby.
Bomb walls, do you open? Yes.
It does. Oh, but
Bomb walls,
Catastrophe's in
do
the
you
same area.
open?
No, but he might be able to work around it.
Catastrophe's gonna be able to go right of that room, and if there's a door... He's using the potion to get by Patra.
Not a bad call. Oh, does this bomb wall open?
There's no door.
Yes! Oh no! Another bomb!
Dark Falls is out of bombs, but Catastrophe doesn't know where he's supposed to be going.
We could also have a magic staircase here.
We could. Dark Falls is hoping.
There's a push block.
Where do you go, Magic Stair?
Which side is gonna lead where? Dark Falls goes right below! There's the door!
Crazy.
Dark Falls! Oh, go ahead.
Dark Falls gets first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 52 seconds. GG's.
Man, finding the stair just... What a good break for Dark Falls.
That was all just... That was crazy.
Right down to the wire, too.
Yeah, no bombs, just the Magic Stair, hope and pray, and that was it.
You could also argue it was a magic bomb wall to get Dark through because he opted to bomb north out of Ganon's room.
Yeah, the fact that he approached it from the south and Catastrophe approached from the east, I think we are joined by Dark Falls. GG.
Thank you, guys.
So you were fighting Ganon at the exact same time, just so you know.
Oh, wow.
But Catastrophe entered from the right, so he went south afterward while you bombed north and got that compass.
Oh, wow. That's all it came down to.
Pretty much. Because he was to the right of a room, but there was no door, so he couldn't go. And he didn't try to bomb left of right above her because he didn't have the compass, so crazy finish there.
Wow, I'm just glad I kept it. I was worried to start when I took a couple overworld deaths, but once I got that red ring, I was safer, I suppose.
One of the other big...
you beat Catastrophe into 9. He left the ladder behind in 3, and he didn't need it until, well, 4, obviously, and then he got all the way to the Triforce room in 7, which was the Chevy room. And at that point, he knew he had to go back for it.
I was really, really salty. I don't know if you noticed when I was walking to 9, I accidentally used my last potion. That was kind of banking on in case I needed it for Ganon.
We noticed it after the fact.
Chat definitely noticed.
Yeah, I was gonna curse myself for a long time if I lost the race just because of that.
Well, you also had the red ring significantly earlier than Catastrophe did, which helped you in terms of keeping your health count relatively high throughout the whole seed.
Yeah, once I got that buffer, I was moving pretty well, and then I got the red candle, and I got, yeah, once I got the red candle and the red ring, I felt pretty solid.
You know, I'm looking at Catastrophe's path through 9. I think it's a magic stair to Zelda.
Yeah, it's either that or you can bomb to the left right above her. But Catastrophe's already been in that room. But he is doing a good job of full clearing this time. Do you have any other thoughts on the seed, Dark Balls?
No, it really wasn't too bad until I stopped dying. Once I stopped dying, it was better. That red ring was nice. I didn't see the item in 2, I don't believe. And I forgot where there. Does he know what the Yakuza item?
So level 2 had the magic key, and you left the raft behind in 8.
Yeah, I got the silvers, and I was like, don't really need anything else here. And then I remember I needed the wand, but then I got the hint for the wand, so I was like, okay, well, I'm definitely not going back now.
Yeah, having 7 and 4 both on Death Mountain was a really nice thing, given that you did skip the raft.
I probably would have gone back to 2 first before I went back to 8.
Well, that would have gotten you the magic key, which the key situation wasn't too bad. After the beginning area.
I bought a bunch of keys. That's the Red Bird School of Rando. I bought as many keys as I could.
Yeah,
I mean,
served you well.
And given that you hadn't seen either of the bomb upgrades, which one of those was into, it was 83 rupees. We don't know how many bombs it gave because Catastrophe couldn't afford it. There wasn't really much I think you were going to buy at that point.
Yeah, once I had the red ring and I had the arrows, my next highest priority money-wise would be keys, so I'm okay with those, with the 4 I think I bought.
It does look like it's a magic stair to Zelda. Catastrophe could not bomb to the room above her.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how well my 9 went. I was trying to conserve keys, so I was kind of keeping an eye on them. I know I had like 6 or 7 of them, but I still try to conserve as much as possible. And then I ran out of bombs, so that's when I started using the keys.
I think, to me, the biggest thing that helped you out was bombing all of the walls in Ganon's room on your first pass through there.
Oh, that's something I always try to do if I can.
Catastrophe is now bombed through Ganon's room, and he's going to be on the right path.
Yeah, I think you just take the staircase here, and that's it.
Yep. Although, you did not have bombs to check this wall. This wall might open. It does. So not a magic stair, but the magic stair was right next to the bomb wall anyway.
Yeah, so 1 bomb would have saved me 10 seconds, maybe.
And Catastrophe, having some fun with Zelda. Throws a bomb 4. Does finish second place with official SRL time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 32 seconds. GG's.
Yeah, I was really excited to play Cat this week. This was a rematch to the Shapes tournament Swiss round. Round 2, actually, so it's kind of a fun thing to face him again. And he got the edge of me last time, and I got the edge on him this time. And it was both races were 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's basically the difference here.
For as close as the race was in 9, you guys actually had not just in terms of when you got ladder and certain items, but just your general route through the seed was very different from each other.
Yeah, this one I'm definitely going to watch back once we sign off here, just to see how it went now that I'm not panicking.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing the difference you two guys took in the path. The ladder to Red Candle led to such a different use of resources. And you had different boomerangs the whole seed, too.
Well, I got the bow and I got the arrows, but I was trying to keep an eye on my money, so I didn't want to kind of depend on that. So I was just trying to go for the wand, and then I stumbled across the red can. I was like, okay, well, I can work with this at the very least.
See if Catastrophe's gonna join us here.
So, Dark, you are now in the 2-0 pool.
Hey, Dark, what's up?
Hey, Thirwolf, how you doing?
Oh, hi, bud.
Oh, hi, Osawa. How are you doing?
And
I would,
Antlers is quietly lurking, watching us.
Yeah, I would love to play any of you three. I love a challenge. I'm sure you guys will kick my booty, but yeah, I love to try to push my limits, which is why I love Swordless. It's something that you can push your limits and gain new skills on.
And we are joined by Catastrophe. GG's very close race in 9.
Yeah, GG Dark Falls. He must have played excellent. I felt like I didn't really mess up too bad, and Dark Falls must have just totally nailed it. Good job, Dark Falls. There was only an hour race. Like, wow, hour 11 for Dark Falls. I don't think I've ever beat any seed that fast. Wow.
Hey, Jan, GG, it was an honor to play you again, my friend. I'll do it any day of the week.
Yeah, say you're a randomizer regular, and I look up to you. You play a lot. I do consider you to be a little bit better than me. So, thank you.
Yeah, all week I was looking forward to having a rematch with you. And
yeah, during the wheel, actually, when you were spinning the next matches, I did say in chat, like, oh, give me Saver. But my second choice, or even my first choice, was play you, of course. And I'm like, okay, that's good. We were the last 2 people picked, too. I'm like, oh, it was fate.
I mean, we had to have the rematch, and now it's 1-1.
Yep, 1-1 in tournaments. There's battle royales. I wonder what the actual record is.
To the internet machine.
Yep. Fred always knows stats like that. So, was Wand your last item, by any chance? Mine?
Wand was my last item, but I had the red candle off the coast, because I got the ladder pretty early.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I went into 7 without the ladder, and I figured either 7's got the ladder and everything is okay, or 7 has the recorder, in which case I just whistle back to 3, get my ladder, and then get my wand out of 4 and go straight to 9, because they're all right next to each other. I had hints promising me that 7 and 9 were both in Death Mountain, so I figured no big deal. Well, I went to go get the Triforce out of 7, and it was in a Chevy room. So I'm like, well, now I can't whistle to 4 or 7. That's awkward. So I whistled to 3, got my ladder, and then had to, walk back. There were some any roads. I'm like, aw, man. Yeah, I'm lucky that ladder wasn't needed anywhere else except maybe 9. Well, 4, of course. 4 had a ladder block right at the very beginning. But yeah.
So I guess we entered 9 right about the same time with each other, but I happened to bomb up from Ganon right the first time.
Oh.
I think that's what it did.
Yeah, you were fighting Ganon at the same time, and I think Catastrophe even took Ganon out first, but Dark Falls approached from below, so he had already explored all that, and you went south, so...
Oh, yeah, see, I went almost straight for Ganon. You know, I took no staircases and just walked north and west and kind of winded my way there. So we were both fighting Ganon at the same time, huh? Oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, my heart was pounding out of my chest. I'm like, I'm in 9, there's no dot done. I don't really feel like I've screwed up. I mean, there was the stepladder in 3, but stepladder in 3 was guarded by 6 or 7 likes. So you needed silvers or a lot of bombs to get through there, you know? And so I'm like, well, it's not bad. You know, I got this. And yeah, man. And by the way, it was a required bomb wall out of Ganon into Zelda. I went north and checked every bomb wall. Both Zelda and the compass were on the other side of that required bomb wall out of Ganon's room. Thanks, game. Yep. Oh,
yeah,
well.
I arrow pelted the likes on my path to the ladder.
Yeah, same. I used silvers as well. I forget where silvers were already. 8 according to my tracker. Yeah. So I did 3 before 8, so that would be the thing. So you probably didn't double dip 3 then.
I think I did actually. I saw it was combat blocked. I poked my head in. I grabbed the Triforce, I want to say, and then maybe I did get the ladder the first time. I forget. I think I went to that one twice.
Oh, okay. Anyway, wow. So did we enter 9s near close or?
Dark Falls was first, but like a minute or two after you entered 9, and you found Ganon first.
Right.
Dark Falls didn't have the magic key, so he was kind of forced based on key doors to his path. And I think you'll appreciate how Dark Falls actually got to Zelda.
Oh, how?
He ran out of bombs before that one last bomb wall that you took that bombed right to her.
Yes.
So he took the staircase below that room, led right below her.
Oh, no way. That's funny. Yeah, I have it marked on my tracker that Zelda's room has doors north and south of it, but those rooms are either blocked by Zelda or a magic
stair. Yeah.
And go figure, the magic staircase, the compass, and the princess were all on the other side of the bomb wall behind Ganon. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. All right. That's cool though. I like that. That's a fun 9.
I'm just glad it was a close and exciting race. I was worried about it because my Zelda 1 skills aren't the best, but I'm glad.
I think they're great. I mean, I watch you play. Yeah, yeah, I told you that as soon as I hopped on commentary. Yeah, he's.
I mean, you are 2-0, Dark Falls. You don't get that with bad skills.
And I did say I don't think I've beat any seed ever in less than an hour 10. So. Yeah. GG. Well earned.
Yeah, thank you, my friend. GG to you as well. It was an honor.
You have anything else, Elsoa?
I do not. Although I will. What did you guys think of the toll room in 5 to get to that Triforce? Specifically Catastrophe, when you ended up choosing to pay the bomb.
I was using him to build up a count. That's what that was. Oh, man. You know, I was even thinking, gee, if I had the ladder, this would be free. Oh, well.
Well, that is going to do it for myself. Sounds like Thurwolf is also good. So, on behalf of our 2 runners, Dark Falls and Catastrophe, on behalf of our tracker, Antlers, on behalf of my co-commentator, Thurwolf, and on behalf of the Speed Gaming family of channels for hosting us, this is Alsoa. We'll see you guys on the next race, which I believe is at 1 in the morning tonight. It's going to be Jay Coper versus... I forgot who he's going against. Let me look that up. Oh, that's going to be a race. So for those of you that are up for that, you have that to look forward to.
Thanks for the race, guys. It was a really exciting one.
I'm so happy I signed up for this tournament. Thank you. And thank you all for commentating and restreaming too. And tracking, Antlers.
All right, everyone, enjoy your evening.